Jose Rizal Memorial State University, College of Education, the premier university in the province of Zamboanga del Norte, Dipolog Campus. The quality of education that I acquire is my ticket in reaching my dreams. Good day, Ms. Jemsel Ann Galiposo. The lesson is based on the K-12 curriculum guide in English, which is the use of reflexive and intensive pronouns. At the end of the lesson, the students are expected to determine the difference between reflexive and intensive pronouns, use the correct usage of reflexive pronouns, and lastly, use the correct usage of intensive pronouns. Now, the reflexive and intensive pronouns may look exactly the same, but they serve very different functions in the sentences. Reflexive and intensive pronouns are similar. While they resemble one another, they play different roles in the sentences. The pronoun himself can be either a reflexive or intensive pronoun, depending on how it is used. A reflexive pronoun reflects back on the subject of the sentence, while intensive pronoun adds emphasis or intensity of a noun. Say for example, for reflexive pronouns, Drew decided to treat himself to a fancy dinner. And for intensive pronouns, Jonathan built the shed of the backyard all by himself. These are the basic of reflexive and intensive pronouns, and take note, reflexive pronouns are used when the subject and the object are the same. Considering the following examples, I dress myself, she dresses herself, he dresses himself, we dress ourselves. Now, how are reflexive pronouns different from intensive pronouns? Even though reflexive and intensive pronouns both complement the subject some way, the huge difference between reflexive and intensive pronouns is that when we remove a reflexive pronoun from a sentence, the sentence feels incomplete. If you were to remove an intensive pronoun from a sentence, the meaning of the sentence would not change, and it's still the same. This time, examine the example carefully about an non-essential intensive pronouns. She completed the marathon herself without the help of anyone, versus she completed the marathon without the help of anyone. Now, from the given example, do you see how the meaning of the sentence stays the same, whether there is an intensive pronoun or not? Through scrutinizing, as you notice, the first example has an intensive pronoun herself. On the contrary, the second example, the intensive pronouns is removed, but still the meaning of the sentence is still the same. No changes happened. Now, to test the students' learning and understanding from the discussion, they will answer an assessment composed of multiple choices from numbers 1 to 5. Followed by the enumeration in number 6, and then the essay writing from numbers 7 to 8, and then lastly, writing a sentence using an intensive and reflexive pronouns from numbers 9 to 10, which a total of 10 items in all. And that would be all for today's discussion. I am Jmar Revilleza Maghinay, a resilient student, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. Always choose check. Yes to study? Check. Yes to learn? Check. Yes to teach? Check. And lastly, yes for a brighter future? Check. Good day.